Well, I thought this was rather interesting. You ever wonder why supermarkets frequently rearrange their store? It's so maddening to me because when I go into the store, and I went into Publix yesterday, needed just a few items. And the thing was amazing because I didn't have a lot of time. As always, I'm under a rush. Run in. I knew exactly where the 3 items were that I needed. Boom, boom, boom. Get them off the shelves. Go right in there. Pay. I'm out the door. It's almost like it's a challenge to see if I can make it in less than 3 minutes. I was probably at about 3.5 minutes in and out of Publix getting 3 different items because I knew exactly where they were. And then I've had that where they were jacking me around with my Publix where they tore it down, rebuilt it, then they rearranged it, and it was all different. And I was like, why do they do that? Because most people use the same grocery store all the time, and you want to know where everything is for convenience. You go right to it.
It's got to be strategy, right?
To me, it's strategy. I love convenience. I love knowing where everything is. I love going right in, being effective like a surgeon, because I know exactly what I want. But that's why they rearrange it, and it makes so much sense. I never even thought about this. You'd be like, why would you rearrange a store after it's been set this way for 2 years? They say that shoppers are 57% more likely to make unplanned purchases when they have to hunt for relocated items. When you know, like I did, I went right to it. I didn't look at anything else on any other shelf because I had my blinders on, made a beeline to grab my product, and a beeline to get to the register and get right out.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would affect me. I love buying food.
Yeah, you're definitely the anomaly because you and I shop radically different. You're in there browsing, taking your time. It's an event for you.
It is.
You're finding new things. They love you.
It's my WrestleMania.
They love you.
When I go to Publix, I want to take my time.
Right.
The sub.
Right.
They deli,
love you.
They have to, right?
They love you, and they're doing this to throw me off my routine.
Yeah.
This is why they're doing it. They're trying to combat me, and they're trying to get me to spend more money because they know that my tight ass is only going to buy what I need, and I'm going to get out quick. They say that, they'll frequently move the products from one aisle to another simply to make you go look for it. And as you're looking to find your product, they're hoping your eyes will land on something else that you didn't go there for. They'd be like going, oh, that looks good. Maybe I'll try that.
I'm not even kidding you. I go to Publix for about 6 to 7 items, and 5 out of the 7 are gone now.
Really?
So when I go, they don't even exist.
They're completely gone.
Gone.
They stopped making them.
Yes. Yeah.
Huh.
A garden salad that I love, gone.
Okay.
Don't make that anymore.
Yeah.
There's certain other flatbread pizzas they don't make, gone.
So is it that they don't carry that item anymore? Because I know sometimes that'll happen, and that's always something that I know items are always trying to do. They're trying to argue with grocery stores to get in on the shelves. And the other thing I found out about grocery stores too, it's a big fight for where you get on the shelves because certain shelves, that's like a money shelf. You go down to the bottom, and nobody's getting down there, nobody's looking, so you're not going to make a product.
The items are gone, done. They don't make them anymore.
Oh, okay.
And they're usually they're Publix made typically, and they're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they might. Especially if it's Publix and it's not in the store, then they just got rid of it.
So who do you talk to when you want, for example, Publix made a flatbread French onion pizza.
Okay.
You can't find it anywhere now. I loved it. Why is that thing gone?
Probably had to do with sales. I'm sure they look at everything and they say it's just not selling well enough, so we're going to yank it. Or maybe they do what a lot of fast food places like Taco Bell, where they realize if they take it off the market and we put it back, then it'll do well.
Gosh, I would love to be in a meeting with Publix with the head people going, why are we not doing this French onion pizza?
It is fascinating to me just to hear how these decisions are made in the boardroom that affect you on a day-to-day basis because you see it on the front lines. I was, for instance, looking and just what it takes to launch a new soda. This is kind of an interesting story of Allison and Stephen Ellsworth. They created the probiotic soda that has apple cider vinegar in it. That was a real trendy thing there called Poppy. They made this in 2018. And the selling point of Poppy is that it has fewer than 35 calories per can compared to a can of Pepsi that has 150. So if you wanted something with less sugar, less junk in it, something that was healthier for you, Poppy is your healthy soda. So they went on Shark Tank and they made a pitch seeking $400,000 in equity in exchange for a 10% stake in the company. A lot of the sharks are like, no way. That's ridiculous. Not doing that. They went down the line. And after several of the sharks rejected the offer, a beverage magnate named Rohan Oza saw the potential, took the deal. And then when he got behind it, the annual sales of Poppy rose to over $100 million. And they just sold Poppy to Pepsi for $1.6 billion.
So just because you're a shark, don't really make you a shark.
It doesn't mean you know everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, think about passing on that. What that guy did for a $400,000 investment, that one shark, and now it just sold for $1.6 billion. He owns 10% of it.
Well, you have 5 sharks there, and
Right.
they're all, I mean, acclaimed and so brilliant and geniuses.
Yeah.
It shows you that keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Right. They found the right person, and, look at that. So, I mean, it's kind of amazing. And now Shark Tank, what an interesting phenomenon that show is. Because there are several products that have now come out of this that are doing well, like the Squatty Potty.
Denny's loves it.
Yes.
He swears by the Squatty Potty.
That started on Shark Tank. They say some other products I don't know, the Scrub Daddy sponges, the Comfy, and Bombas socks all began on Shark Tank. And now look at them. They're crushing it.
My girlfriend got me into that. I love that show.
It is such a good show. It's one of those shows that I can't walk by it because I get so distracted and I just get sucked into the show when I don't have time to watch
They cut
TV.
it up. They cut up in little segments on YouTube, and it gets me every time.
Yeah. Well, and you hear a story like this about Poppy launching on Shark Tank and selling. I mean, that's the dream, right? And it's a husband and wife. When they went on the show, she was heavily pregnant. And you're like, well, what a great story. They just started making this in their kitchen, and now Pepsi has bought it for $1.6 billion. They're set.
And my favorite thing about Shark Tank is when you hear the investor going, Kevin, I hear what you're saying. I know what you're doing, but I just can't get behind that. And for those reasons, I'm out. And that's what they always say.
Yeah, right.
I'm out.
They do. And then look, I mean, every other shark on that has to feel so foolish because they were showing all their faces. They're like going, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Like Mr. Wonderful.
He's the
like,
villain.
He's like, I'm out. He's like, that's ridiculous. Nobody's going to take this deal. And then the other guy took it. It just sold for $1.6 billion.
People hate him. You need Mr. Wonderful. He's
Yeah.
a great villain.
Well, he's got to be kicking himself today because he just turned down a ton of money for Poppy.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.